Capricorn family, hello and welcome to your December 2024 tarot forecast. I'm Ms. Eden, and Capricorn, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome. This is going to be a general reading for Capricorn sun, moon, and rising signs. Y'all, if you don't catch this video right after I release it, don't sweat it. Know that there's a time and a place for each of my Capricorns to receive this message. So I do hope when you feel that urge, that tingle to click and watch or listen, that is the right time for you to receive this message, and that there'll be something in this message for you, beautiful Capricorn. It is the holiday season since we are in our December forecast, and my lovely Monstera plant here is kind of blocking out my other ceramic tree forest that I have going on in the back, but I do have a little bit of decorating, even though I'm realizing now with the video set up, it's not quite as visible as I want, but that's why I'm pointing it out. Like, you know, and yeah, take a look. Isn't it nice? I don't do much with holiday decorations, so I do like to shout them out. When I got my trees up, I do like creating a little Christmas or holiday forest. Let's say holiday forest. Capricorn, we're going to do a little something different this month. So I'll get into the breakdown in just a quick minute because I'm trying to get a little ahead of myself. Know y'all that this is a general reading for all of my Capricorn family, so not everything Cap is going to hit for you in this reading. Take what does hit and resonate and then leave the rest for others, all right, beautiful Capricorn? If y'all like what you see in these monthly readings, my daily tarot talks, my astrology reports, I am very happy to report some updated news that Ms. Eden is now accepting bookings for private tarot readings. Yay! So I'm really excited to begin working with y'all one-on-one and providing some insight and guidance, you know, to those who wish and would like to book a session with me. Now, here's how you can do that if you're like, great, how do I book a session with Ms. Eden? My last plug is I have an Instagram account, and you can book a session with me by heading over to my Instagram. That link is in my bio, and sending me a DM. I know it's kind of basic right now, but since I'm just starting, let's start easy before I go full-blown website with it. All right, fam? So I would love for y'all to support me there if you're interested in doing readings. I do have let me back it up. If you're interested in reading, send me a message there on Instagram, and I'll get back with you to schedule that. And then I also have all sorts of other things, fam, that gets posted on my Instagram that doesn't always cross over to my YouTube here. So go ahead and follow me over there. Let's keep growing that family. And while we're talking about that, I want to take a quick minute of gratitude, appreciation, and thanks to all of you out there who are commenting, watching these videos, liking, subscribing, just sharing the love. I love hearing from the family, so keep those comments coming. It's been really wonderful. Words are hard today, to hear from you all and hear how these readings hit and hear what's going on in your lives with these bigger energies at play. So keep it coming, and I know we have a lot of new Capricorn family joining us, a lot of new subscribers. Welcome. I'm so happy all of you are here, old subscribers, old fam, and new fam. All right, that's what I mean. I don't mean like old age-wise. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw any shade on anyone. I'm just... yeah, like I said, words are tricky today for me. So Capricorn, what we're going to do is a little bit different in the effort to keep this video a bit shorter because I'm still playing around with how I want these monthly readings to go. It's the holiday season. I know we're all busy and got a lot buzzing and going on. So today we're going to drop the astrology forecast because I'm going to hopefully do a separate video just on that all signs can check out. All right. And we're going to start today with an oracle card pull for the theme of the month of December in your reading. And then I have your cards ready here. So I'm sorry, I've pulled everything already. So we're going to do the oracle card and then the tarot reading. All right, beautiful Capricorn. So for our oracle card, again, I'm rushing. The universe is like, slow it down, boo. You don't need to be on that New York attitude. Spent a lot of time in New York, so I still am like getting off of that New York energy, and I need to slow it down. So in the effort of slowing it down, we're using the Shaman's Dream Oracle for your Oracle card pull today to set the tone, to find the theme of Capricorn's reading. And I love this deck. If y'all are ever interested in having me do a deck review because you've been interested in maybe purchasing or checking out a deck, but you haven't really been quite sure if you wanted to commit, Let me know in the comments, y'all. I would happily do a deck review for the family. I would actually been thinking about that and would love that. So for December, here you are, number 33. Beautiful, which adds up to 6. Joyful Muse. Inspiration. Capricorns, I love that for you. Look at this picture, too. This is such a beautifully done deck. Some cards are just, like, deep, and other cards are, like, silly and light. And I mean, all of them are deep, but, like, you can tell this one's just brings a lot of joy. Joyful Muse. Mew, right? For all my cat lovers out there. So I'm going to really let you get a close look. I love how in the eyes, the glasses are butterflies. There's creation and inspiration to be found everywhere, Capricorn. Okay, don't limit yourself. Don't ground yourself too much into the reality here in the 3D world, thinking that that's the only place we can see inspiration, find inspiration, and create. It doesn't always have to be physical, right? We can find inspiration any place. So let's read about Joyful Muse, number 33. So those might be some numbers you might be seeing repeating: 3s, 33s, 333 on the clock, or maybe 6 is an important number. Numerologically, you always add up to a single digit. So, you know, keep an eye out for that this month, Capricorns, that number 33. Joyful Muse is about inspiration, the gift of play, and inner child. Let me read that again for my Capricorns, because y'all are entirely too serious, and it's the holiday season, and y'all need to lighten up. Joyful Muse is about the inspiration, the gift of play, and your inner child. Okay, Capricorn? The Joyful Muse invites you to be more playful, to have more mirth and joy in your life. You have become boring to yourself, even as others continue to find you interesting. Circumstances have dulled your edge, and it's time to change. Not the things around you, but your attitude. Blow a morning kiss to yourself in the mirror. Smile to a stranger. Wink at a child. Be mildly but elegantly inappropriate. Ooh, I love that for my Capricorns. The Joyful Muse is a source of inspiration, a wild and disruptive feminine force that compels you to invite more pleasure and delight into your life. Give yourself permission to be mischievous and find the humor in the tragedy while careful not to become frivolous. The power of this muse will shake up everyone around you and invite you to create beauty and grace out of the pain and tragedy you perceive. That's an important word there. You perceive in areas of your life. The Joyful Muse often comes at a time when darkness prevails and the future seems dour. Embrace her gifts, being playful without being silly. Invite the child inside you to come out for a play date, and he or she will help you to return to your innate innocence. The place of never been there, never done that, even if it is the same routine you wake up to every morning. Wow, I love that for the theme for Capricorn, because that's exactly what your reading's about. And I was trying to gain some clarity on some of these cards because there was just a lot of the same message hitting over and over. And I want to dive a little bit deeper into like what and who and why and how. And so that gave some beautiful clarity to that. So let's get into your reading, Capricorn. A lot of talking requires a lot of hydration. All right, so here you are coming into the month of December, and it's like birthday eve season for y'all because Sagittarius is on deck. Y'all are up next. 4 of Cups is where a lot of my Capricorns are this month. And I need to say one thing. The way that these cards fell and the story that they are telling me is so clear and precise in some ways that I think this is specific to some very certain Capricorns that are watching. I'm not sure, again, like this might be a very specific reading for some who need to hear it as opposed maybe for the collective, but y'all let me know in the comments if this is how the collective Capricorn fam is vibing. Please, I gotta know. So 4 of Cups, luxury, and crossing that energy is the 2 of Swords piece. So you are finding luxury, or you need to be taking time for yourself right now. Time to suss out what fills your emotional cups. Yep. Time to take out all the clutter. It's funny, like what fills our emotional cup, we almost have to like emotionally detach a little bit sometimes from the intensity of a situation at hand or a decision that needs to be made, because this is about indecision. You're not, again, like that Muse said, it's almost like you're not even finding yourself fun, or like the things that you used to do fun anymore. And so like what fills your emotional cup, Capricorn, you're like, I gotta tap out for a minute, find some quiet space, some peace is going to be the ultimate thing that I need. I wouldn't even say luxury. It almost seems like necessity, but that luxury that you need right now in order to suss out the deeper impacts of a situation that you're going through this month, or that's going to pop up for you. For me, I think a lot of my what I'm picking up, what I'm picking up is that a lot of y'all are coming into the month already with this occurring. So make sure that you don't stay in the period of indecision long, but we are in a Mercury retrograde cycle, Capricorn. So it's okay through mid-December to just pump the brakes, tap into that inner child and creativity, that muse and inspiration, and let that surrender to fun and joy lead you to the next steps, that clarity that you're going to need. Because at the base of your reading is the Three of Swords, which in this deck is sorrow, but it's that classic card of the heart with the swords in it. It is not an emotional card because it's swords, all about your mental aspects, your thinking, your truth, your creativity, what you're creating up here in your mind. This could also be about your health of your body. So because there are so many swords present, and there's some other cards indicating that some of my Capricorns might be having physical health issues this month. And a lot of it is going to pertain, Capricorn, to what you've been doing to yourself up in your head, which is why you're desperate right now to find some peace of mind. Quiet out, take out the distractions, find some space, go to nature, listen to music, create some music, play some music, paint a picture. I'm like at a loss, like crochet something, graffiti something, make something out of clay, like just create, but without any purpose of like just for the joy. The joy of it needs to be the only reason you're doing it. That's going to help lead you away from this. So again, from some of I might have said Cancer before. I'm so sorry, Capricorn, both with the C's. We already talked about my words already, okay, at the beginning. I already prefaced it. I'm not sharp-tongued today. But disappointment connected to our expectations is what is at the root of this issue for you. It's just why you're trying to make this decision and you're having some trouble deciding because Earth signs, I'm a Taurus, okay, hold a lot. I think all of us as humanity, I'm not going to even tag it on Earth signs, Caps, I'm sorry. But like all of us as humans, we dance a lot with expectations, and that's a dangerous thing to do. It's good to have boundaries and know what you will and will not accept from people, places, things in your life, where you can push those boundaries sometimes because you must, but building expectations about a situation or thing that's not based in reality, just our hopes of how something will often lead us to the path of sorrow. In the mind, grief, sadness, loss. You might have felt like, you might have literally like be feeling loss. And that's why you're just needing that tap out period right now. In the past, you have the card of Capricorn, the devil, and this is very much Capricorns about how you chain yourself down because of all the things in our day-to-day world, all the material things, all the to-do list, everything that's entrapping, that's preventing us from connecting with our higher selves. This is about giving into our lower operating frequencies and desires. That's not getting us anywhere except more stressed, more anxious, more sorrow, more in our head. But be very mindful about how we put the chains on ourselves through things like what we think is ease of technology, buying, like addictions like shopping, drinking, smoking, sex, food, like any kind of overindulgence where things aren't in balance, power dynamics and control, because this is the card of Capricorn. Government, power, control, manipulation. Make sure you're not jading yourself into thinking, Capricorn, because I think a lot of y'all, or some specific Capricorns watching, have learned recently a very hard lesson in a reality check on your expectations. And that's that devil energy that you're being shown, that you're being asked to release yourself from, so that, because you got bigger, better, brighter things to do than get trapped in this energy. And remember, this is us trapping ourselves. How do we trap ourselves with being like, well, I got all this other stuff to do that I can't worry about self-care right now. Or, oh, well, I know I should be saving money for school, but instead I'm going to overindulge in, a vacation or something like that. It can be a multitude of things, but it's usually grounded with things here in the reality. Our material things, our material power structures and control. And that's been at play for you in the past, which again, at the root, I think is leading to this sorrow. And then at the crown of your reading, God damn, Capricorn, you got the 5 of Swords. Defeat. So yeah, like you're feeling really just down and out. Like a lot of your mental peace and well-being has been taken from you, which is why you are being very conscious and intentional. That's the word I'm going for. Sorry, I had to think about that. Intentional about taking space and time for yourself to decide what the hell is up, what is next, what do I want, what fills my cup. Because I had these expectations about what I thought were going to fill my cup, and they were just more of the same old shit from the system that's feeding me all this, telling me what I should be going for, when really I'm just like, I'm going around in circles. I'm not really filling my own cup. So now, how can I take time to fill my own cup? This card often gets read as an outside force, person, situation, job, boss, community, partner. Someone's not being honest. Someone's taking from you. It's usually your mental well-being, maybe not your resources, but they're maybe like lying, cheating, stealing from you. There's such a prevalence of swords here that, again, I'm thinking it could pertain more to your health, Capricorn, this month. You have to be very wary of that. Your mental health is directly connected to your physical health. And whatever's going on up here in your head will eventually manifest itself physically. So let's make sure that what's in our head is light, loving, healing, bright white, golden, purple, green, and any of the rainbow colors, the bright energy that can fill you up instead of heavy, dark, stagnant. That's the lesson for you this month. This is also, because this is such a deeper card than just someone's lying, cheating, stealing. This is about how do we do that to ourselves by feeling like we got to take on everyone else's problems, or we got to do the thing all by ourselves without any help behind closed doors. And then I'll come out and bitch about it later about how I had to little red hen this bitch and do all of it myself, right? Like, Again, check those expectations. You don't have to do everything by yourself, but be mindful of the people around you, because this and some other cards are coming up. Like, I'm not going to totally knock out that outside force is something to be wary of if they're being honest, if they're trying to take from you. They might be seeing how grounded and stable you are, and that's like something has infiltrated your life, that devil energy, right? That again has created habits in you or thinking patterns in you you have changed yourself up. Okay? So now it's about, we got to break those chains. You don't have to do it all on your own. You don't have to seize all the resources, and then work on it behind closed doors. There are people and resources out there that want to help you. And again, I just for the future coming up in later December, there is this battle, again, someone's taking something from your mental well-being. 7 of Swords. This could be a legal matter. Again, medicine and health is coming up big time for my Capricorns this month, so I'm not going to ignore that, because that keeps coming up. It's like your health, your health, your health, your health, your health. Go to the doctor. If you've been feeling that tingle that something's off, I'm no doctor, so I do not give medical advice here. That is not what this is for. But I'm going to tell you, if your intuition is like, yeah, I've been thinking about, and that's been coming up more in my mind, like I should go and get that checked out. Do it. Do it. Do it. Give yourself that peace of mind by giving yourself the knowledge instead of just having these expectations of the situation that you keep getting disappointed by, right? You're taking from your own mental well-being or allowing a situation, person to take your mental peace from you, and that's not going to pan out good for your health, boo. And so there is this power play dynamic, like someone has taken something and they have more swords to throw. Again, this could be inward or outwards, kind of facing. What are we working on internally? Kind of going up against the shadow side, maybe, right? Or this could be externally, this could be a lawsuit for some of my Capricorns, a legal matter that's going up. But because all of this is happening, all those, the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, be wary that this is neither the time nor place to fight back. There's a time and a place. Pick your battles, Capricorn, and they have more on their side, more resources, more energy, more up here to win this battle, okay? So coming up in the future, if you have a challenge of power, if someone is literally, yeah, like a situation or something is taking something from you, then of course hold the line. I'm not saying let that shit get taken. Nah, hold the line and your boundaries, but don't push back right now, okay? Bide your time. And if reaction and like a retaliation is kind of what you're looking for, maybe from this situation, bide your time and plan it, okay? But I just say don't spend the mental load on too long on this situation. Learn from it. It's coming up for a reason to clear things in your life, cut through the bullshit and show you the truth. The truth. The truth. The truth. You have been living, I think, in a bit of a facade recently, and you're really having a wake up moment. Because shit, if you've been catching my astrology videos, like we are all having these wake up moments right now. It's not just you, Capricorn. I'm not singling y'all out. All of us are like, whoa, what's happening? We need to reshift and like everything. We need to reassess what's going on here. And you have this lovely Prince. Yes, Knight of Wands energy. So this is a different deck, which the court cards are a touch different. So the princes are the traditional knights in the Rider-Waite deck. Okay, so the Prince of Wands, movement, ideas, travel might all be something that's interesting you and starting to fill your cup, that creative spark. But you are right in line, a lot of my Capricorns, with like you're tapping out because you're trying to seed that creative fire again by allowing yourself the time and the space of stillness to have these insights. This could also be a younger fire sign energy at play for you this month, but this is where you are like right now. You're gathering your resources. And again, this is like a younger, excitable, joyful, youthful energy, you know, very creative, very much like the center of the party, likes to move and shake, you know, like we'll be able to talk to everyone in the party room within like the first hour. They'll talk to everyone, you know, if it's a party of like 500 people. So it's just, you know that energy. You can definitely do that, Capricorn, but now you're looking of like a reframing of how and where you want to use that energy. So absolutely lean into that stillness, and you got the power, the fire, okay? The energy is there because you have to allow everything that's clearing to fall away. It's the end of a cycle, and there are things that have to clear. The people in your life, especially your colleagues, okay, might be the ones at play for you this month. This might have to do with work people. The Three of Pentacles often has to do with colleagues, teammates, you know, people that you're collabing with on a project. Usually it can be very beneficial, like y'all are helping each other, but with all this other swords energy, if this isn't playing out for you, where you're having the internal or the health issues, like it could be that these issues with an untrustworthy figure who's not always being honest, maybe taking, you know, things, or from your mental well-being space, or a boss, right? Like it has to do with work, your works and your resources. So be mindful about that. You know, if again, your gut goes off, Capricorn, and you're like, something doesn't seem right here, it's probably not. So don't divulge a whole bunch of information to people that you don't trust, that you don't know. If you're feeling those tingles about something ain't right with the body, with the mind, get it checked out. Trust yourself. And that's going to start breaking that devil energy, because once you see the power of that intuition of like, I'm really glad I had that checked out. That's how you break that energy, because then you find your own power again. And that it's not coming from outward sources like, you know, oh, I have my perfect face cream, or I have the shoes that I need to run the fastest mile. That's coming from you. This is about reshifting, where it's like, I don't need the accessories anymore to harness that power. Truth and judgment are in your hopes and fears. I know it's a scary situation, Capricorn. Facing the truth of a matter, especially if you've had any role in creating this reality, is not fun, because you have to accept your role in it, especially when your expectations haven't been met. And you're like, oh, I got to kind of own a little bit of that. But you know at core, okay, my earth sign, that cutting through the truth of all this business, all these ways that we lie to ourselves and block ourselves for all these outward mistruths that are being said to you from maybe an outward source, just she ain't moving. In no deck is she moving. She's always seated. So from a place of stillness, Capricorn, this month, you will be able to discern the truth of a matter that is very much tied with a karmic truth, your karma, and clearing out old shit. And if it's that totally fits in line with what I've been hearing about these larger cycles for humanity, where a lot of our past karma right now is being cleared. It's coming up so that we can clear it, because the higher powers are like, yeah, we need y'all working on other stuff. We can't have you with all this karmic baggage. Like, everything's in crisis right now. We need y'all in your light energy. So again, it's like, if that's coming up, that seeking truth, seeking balance, restoring balance to areas where it was out of said balance, is going to be crucial for my Capricorns this month. And I know it can feel scary, because that requires we do the hard work, that we put up the mirror to ourselves or the situation and really accept the reality of everything that's come to pass until this very moment. And then just figure out, okay, I don't need to shame myself. I don't need to lead in with any guilt, shame, fear. Let's just figure out what's the next steps then. Here's the reality. What's the next steps? Because this is all tied to final card for the month, these kind of bigger energies. You're having all this come up because it has to deal with your longer game wealth and resources. This is your legacy that the events of this month are pertaining to, Capricorn. It is trying to reset you up with this number 10. You are ending old cycles so that you can step forward, not just on a 1 path, 10 path. This is like a new cycle, okay? Completely new, not just a restart. And this is very much about securing stability in your resources, switching it from this to this in the material world. But in order to do that, you're going to have to let go of a lot of mental blocks this month that put a block on your abundance materially and in the long term. Because there's a lot of potential that if you move through this month with an eye focused on the truth, I would say focus, looking out for. You're not like solely focused, because what you need to be focused on is living joyfully and letting that energy fill you, and let that truth set in about, hey, how does this feel when I intentionally start living more with this kind of energy? See how that feels, because that's your path here. All right. Beautiful Capricorn. I hope you have a wonderful December. And again, I'll be back with y'all in January, where it will officially be your birthday season. But sending y'all so much love. If you liked this video, please like, comment, and share and subscribe, y'all. If you certainly haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and hit it now. Sending y'all so much love for November. Ugh, blah, words are hard again. December, Capricorn fam. Bye, y'all.